Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking the ultimate guide to Instagram growth. We're going to extract 7 absolutely crucial strategies that span across 5 key phases of content creation. Look, if you've been grinding away, putting in the hours, and honestly just wondering why some creators effortlessly pull in millions of views while your numbers kinda just stay flat, well, you're in the right place. I'm gonna walk you through exactly what they're doing differently. And a quick heads up, you'll definitely want to stick around for the final point on our journey today. It contains what is literally the most important, game-changing secret for long-term growth. No joke, it completely flips traditional advice on its head.
But first, to kick things off, I've just got to read you this direct quote we pulled from a creator who was desperately trying to engage their audience. Okay, here goes. Everybody hit it with me, hit the C line. Yeah, I know. What does that even mean? Is there some secret sea lion button I'm totally unaware of? This bizarre, incredibly confusing quote is just a perfect, hilarious example of exactly what not to do when you're trying to grab a viewer's attention. I mean, if your audience is confused, they aren't engaging. They're just swiping past.
So let's go ahead and shake off the random sea lion quotes, shall we? Are you ready to learn the actual proven strategies used by viral creators to build a genuine audience? We are definitely not looking for cheap, confusing gimmicks here. We want real likes, real followers, and a real community.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We're covering hook and quality, being original, enhancing retention, consistency and trends, and finally, the biggest growth secret.
Starting with Section 1, Hook and Quality. This is all about grabbing attention instantly.
Now, if you've ever felt that absolute frustration of pouring hours into a piece of content only to watch it totally stagnate, here is why. There's this massive myth circulating out there that uploading 2 to 3 reels every single day is the golden ticket. But let me tell you, it is not a volume game. And that reality brings us to our first 2 strategies. Strategy number 1, you absolutely must nail the 2 to 3 second hook to stop the scroll. And strategy number 2, prioritize initial quality over sheer upload volume. If those very first moments aren't incredibly engaging, it honestly doesn't matter how often you hit post. Quality right at the beginning of your content trumps quantity every single time.
Here's a really prime example of an effective hook right from our source material. This Instagram trick 99% of people don't know. You hear that, and your brain instantly goes, wait, what's the trick? Am I in the 1%? It captures your curiosity right out of the gate. Oh, and by the way, speaking of tricks people don't know, I'm going to be revealing a massive mistake that 90% of creators make every single day at the end of this explainer, so keep that in the back of your mind.
Moving right along to Section 2, be original, don't copy. It's time to find your unique style.
So, once you figure out how to grab attention, it's super easy to just look at successful creators and try to mimic exactly what they're doing. But that brings us to strategy number 3. Learn from their presentation, but never copy their content. It's totally fine to be inspired by someone's pacing or their lighting setup or a cool editing style, but your actual content and your personality, that has to be all you. The hard truth is that audiences only remember original creators. If you're just a carbon copy of someone else, why on earth would they follow you instead of the original? Finding your unique voice is absolutely non-negotiable for long-term growth.
All right, Section 3, enhance retention with editing, keeping them watching. Okay, you've hooked them, you've got this great original content. Now you have to actually deliver it in a way that modern attention spans can handle. Visual and audio editing is the real game changer here, which is our 4th strategy. Our sources highlight 5 essential editing elements to keep viewers glued to the screen. 1. Fast cuts. Trim the fat. Get rid of the dead air, the ums, and those long pauses. 2. Captions. So many people watch on mute these days, right? Without captions, you lose them instantly. 3. Zoom effects. Visually changing the frame keeps the eye engaged and moving. 4. Sound effects. Little audio cues are great for highlighting important points. And 5. Background music to set the mood and the pace. Combining these 5 things actively prevents viewers from getting bored and swiping away.
Now, the core definition of retention really just means watch time. The longer your audience watches your video, the more the algorithm pushes your reel to new people. It's a direct mechanical correlation. It's like a giant puzzle, but the pieces are pretty simple. Good editing leads to higher retention, which leads to algorithmic growth. The algorithm isn't magic, you guys. It just serves people content that keeps them on the app longer. If you master those 5 editing elements, you master the algorithm, for sure.
Which brings us to Section 4, consistency and trends, timing and dedication.
You know, a lot of creators expect to post one video and wake up famous. That is just not how this landscape works. Strategy number 5 is strict consistency. And this brilliantly illustrates the reality check we all need You have to commit to uploading consistently for 30 to 60 days before you should expect to see any major results. Don't just sit around waiting for one reel to pop off, you gotta put in the reps. If you're on day 12 and you're feeling frustrated, remember this timeline. You literally haven't even hit the minimum threshold for the algorithm to properly categorize and push your content yet.
But during those 30 to 60 days, you should be implementing strategy number 6, capitalizing on early trends. If you're a tech creator, for example, our source data suggests focusing on things like brand new apps, the latest Instagram updates, cool WhatsApp features, or new AI tools. The idea spread like wildfire. Be the first to talk about what is currently trending. And crucially, check your analytics every single week. Figure out which of these topics hit the mark for your specific audience, and then just double down on that exact topic the following week.
And finally, we've made it to Section 5, the biggest growth secret: building real connections.
This is it. This final phase separates temporary viral moments from lifelong careers. Strategy number 7 is building a genuine community, and here's the specific sequence of actions you need to take. Step 1, reply to comments. Seriously, talk to the people taking the time out of their day to talk to you. Step 2, use stories to show the behind-the-scenes, unpolished parts of your day. Make it relatable. Step 3, use polls. Actually ask your audience what they want to see next. You have to make your audience feel that you're active, that you're listening, and that you're approachable. Remember, you aren't broadcasting to a brick wall, you're having a conversation. And here it is, the core philosophical payoff of everything we've talked about today. Value is greater than views. There's no secret magic formula. That massive mistake I teased earlier that 90% of creators make, it's that they obsess over the view count and completely forget about the living, breathing human being on the other side of the screen. True success comes from consistently engaging your audience and providing real, actionable value, or real entertainment value instead of blindly chasing a metric. Actually, scratch that. It's simpler. If you focus entirely on the value, the views will follow organically every time.
So, what does this all mean for you? I want to leave you with this final provocative thought, and it's time to put it into practice right now. What is your Instagram username, and what exactly is your niche? Drop it in the comments below. Take a leap, commit to your space, and start applying these 7 strategies. Focus on your hooks, your initial quality, your originality, your editing, your consistency, your trend usage, and above all else, the immense value you bring to your community. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I seriously cannot wait to see what you all create.